Alright, salutations everyone. I am back with another ENA stream. I'm gonna be working on my animations some more, as I have in the last few streams, because I really want to get this done by ENA Day, and it's really advanced. I'm maybe like 20% done at most. Let me see what's going on. Hello, Nathaniel, Rancholotl, and Space, and A. Rancholotl, I don't know if somebody else sent a message before you and deleted it, but on my screen, it looks like you ruined the an ENA animation of, bad apple. Alright, and let me zoom this in a little. Shoot, it sent me all the way to the end for... It won't let you delete your messages. That's strange. Do you want me to remove it? Predictable, honestly. I'm just really, like, pleasantly surprised we got Power of Potluck, because I was not expecting any more content with my beloved ever again. You know what would be really cool? What this would be the ideal for me is if ENA have season 2 be a separate character and then just make a bunch of prequels to Temptation Stairway. But unfortunately, I don't know if Joel is going to take that route. Ability that Barbecue ENA is going to be some altered version of using the selection tool to basically, like, putting out the negative spaces, and there's a few more spaces that have to be in here. Have a silhouette that will look like that in the final animation. 6 frames per second. The stream is buffering a lot. It's oh, you're doing several ENA Day projects too? You see Power of Potluck as a birthday gift from Joel. I don't, because my birthday's in April, and there haven't been any ENA releases in April. The closest ENA release to my birthday was October. I just switched to a different Wi-Fi, so hopefully that'll help. But yeah, unfortunately, I do think Joel is gonna take the route of the two ENAs being the same character, different. Didn't want to give spoilers, but then it's like, what is it that he doesn't want to spoil? Does he not want to spoil that it's a prequel, or does he not want to? Like, I just can't crack the code. Like, even in my theory videos, I've kind of been, like, jumping back and forth between Dream Barbecue as a prequel and Dream Barbecue as a sequel, because there's like evidence for and against both possibilities. Also, is the stream still lagging, or did switching my Wi-Fi improve that problem? Or you know what I'm trying to say. It's another frame done. It's still laggy, but there's less. Okay, unfortunately, I think the reason behind that is because there's going to be a storm here later. I noticed it was affecting the quality of my TV as well. Like on Disney Plus, I was trying to watch Milo Murphy's Law, and then like partway through the episode, the quality suddenly became bad. Wait. That goes back up to this one. I see. Okay, so that's that done then. I just gotta bring these frames back into their appropriate places back here. She was moving her hand here. I don't like that it doesn't go evenly. I'm just gonna watch very... Okay, that goes there. And that one goes... No, wait. And then this is... that one. Alright. So... let me just go from here. Hold on. This is easier. Takes a while for her arm to start moving. Seems this is where it goes to this one. Then I gotta see... My mom's texting me. Animation is so fascinating. I'm glad you think so. My mom was suggesting that it was my phone cutting bandwidth, but my phone is on cellular data. Okay, so I think this is how it goes. Then I'm also gonna have like a zoom in sort of portion. So let me enable this again. So I'm gonna put, let's see. I think this is where it begins to zoom. Yeah, this is where the zooming begins. So let's see. I'm gonna use keyframes to get it zoomed all the way in. try to line up the arm accordingly. Gotta be a bit bigger. There we go. Let me make sure it didn't mess with the previous stuff. Okay, good. And then we're gonna cut to this. This is gonna be a completely different cycle. I'm just gonna make like a new one there. It's gonna be like a really cool transition, you'll see. I feel like I say that a lot during these kind of streams. Alright, so now let's see this portion of the stream. Thank you, Essence of Herbal. Alright, let's test it. Alright, I think it looks good, actually, the way it is. I was worried that this spacing was going to be a bit too much, but it actually does work, I think. Okay, let's see again. And then it's gonna switch to a different pose as it zooms out. So let me see, let me get this pose fully zoomed out so I can animate it properly. And then okay, let me see. So I'm gonna work on this now. Wait, let me rename in timeline order. There. Has the lagging decreased at all, or is it still causing problems? This is completely unrelated to ENA, but and Gretel is gonna have time travel. Because Phineas and Ferb had time travel, and Milo Murphy's Law had time travel. So it only makes sense that Hamster and Gretel would also have time travel. But they're still yet to do time travel, so I wonder if in season 2 they're gonna have time travel. Probably none of you care. Like, you probably like never even watched Hamster and Gretel or Milo Murphy's Law. I'm willing to bet that like a good chunk of you have seen Phineas and Ferb. But like, I don't know. I like was like obsessed with like Phineas and Ferb, and I just needed more of that kind of show. So I got into the other shows created by Dan and Swampy. I can't wait for the new season Ferb. Like, you have no idea. Like, I know people say Phineas and Ferb is their childhood, whatever, but you have no idea. Like, there was a time when I would watch like several episodes of Phineas and Ferb on a daily basis, or like I would go to the beach and going down the boardwalk, I would be singing like the full version of the Phineas and Ferb theme song. Like, I was like, if there was like, I don't even know. I just, a masterpiece, and I'm glad it's recognized as such. But when people say like Phineas and Ferb was my childhood, have you met me? It's like I was obsessed with Phineas and Ferb. I remember a while ago they had that like thing at Epcot where you could like go on like a mission around the park with Perry, and I wanted to do it so bad, and I kept asking my parents if we can do it. And my dad was always like, "No, it's gonna take all day," so I never got to do it. I would do it now if given the chance, honestly. I don't know why I'm talking about Phineas and Ferb on an ENA stream. I'm very sorry about that. Man, imagine if instead of simping for ENA, I simped for like a Phineas and Ferb character. Reasonable, because a lot of people had Vanessa as a childhood crush, and a lot of people, on the other hand, don't simp for Polygon women, so that would probably be like more expected, but I don't know. I don't know, I've just always been weird, I guess. Let me see the chat. Ice storm, I wish. It doesn't snow here, but there is gonna be like a rainstorm. Currently down there, see, it says light rain. Um, should check out JJ the dog. Oh, JJ the dog is amazing. I watched the Ena Vine video like a while ago, but what I really like are the Beatrice videos. There's there's like several a Beatrice fan animatic a while back with the crazy I was crazy once audio, and JJ the it and left a comment, and I was like, oh my gosh. And not only that, but it somehow got like 1,800 views in like a single day. It was crazy. But anyway, I really connect with Beatrice. I don't know why, but like there's just something about her that whenever I see the Beatrice videos, like I feel like I'm like watching myself, if that makes sense. Like it almost like freaks me out. Like, man, I have stories to tell about like my like the subconscious subconscious influence that Beatrice has had on me. It's you know, for a while I had like no sanity. Now I at least have some, but in the past there was a pretty good chunk of time when I just had like no sanity. And so one time I watched the Everyone is Dumb animation meme with Beatrice, and I remember I watched it, and I felt like this kind of weird feeling. So I watched it again, and then I started to get the feeling that I was Beatrice. And I knew logically it made no sense, but I had like this really, really strong, undeniable feeling that that was me. And yeah, like mental illness is strange. Um, and it just happens to me sometimes. And then it lasted like a couple days. And then I had this really strange dream sequence. Like I had like the same like nightmare, but like maybe like 25 times in a row. I don't know, it was like the longest dream sequence I've ever had. And then when I woke up, I was back to normal. It was really strange. But yeah, that's why Beatrice holds like a special place in my heart. Sorry for going like off on a tangent about like mental illness when you just wanted to talk about like a funny video. I have like a bad habit of somehow turning memes into trauma dumps. Well, I mean, this wasn't really necessarily trauma dump. I think it was caused by trauma, but it wasn't traumatic itself. Except maybe the really long nightmare sequence, but I don't know. I've been through worse in real life. Anyway, that's that frame done. Let's see what's next. Whoop, she's swooping down. Hold on, there's something. Oh, that's her hand. Okay. Oh, she looks so, I don't know, for some reason like seeing her from the side like that, she's like even more kissable. Like I maybe because then I can actually see like that plane of her face, but like I just really want to kiss her. Um Polygon woman is your favorite way to describe ENA? Um my favorite way to describe ENA is probably my beloved. It started because of that GIF meme, the one with like the heart locket that opens up and it says like character my beloved. And so I just started saying like ENA my beloved because of like those like that like GIF, and then it just stuck. Like to this day, I still refer to her as my beloved in like regular speech. And I feel like it kind of fits because it's like kind of like a gray area, like, cause like I feel like I can't really call her my girlfriend because then people are gonna think of like a real person. Um, like a lot of people think fictional characters don't count, but at the same time, if I were to call her my waifu, like it kind of gives like a negative connotation, unfortunately, even though it shouldn't, in my opinion. And if I call her like my fictional girlfriend, then that's at that point that's just like a bit wordy. So it fits to be able to just call her my beloved. Which is true. She is my beloved. Because I love her very much. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, y'all. I think this cycle's almost complete. But look at her hand. She's doing the hand. This isn't even. I found her like doing like the gay hand. Like she's also doing it like when she's drunk. Oh my gosh, I love doing like frame by frame over this because I'm seeing like all these new frames that I had never seen before. Oh, cool. It's like I'm getting to know her even better now. Wonderful that after having been in love with her 3 years, there's still even more to get to know of her, you know. She's the gift that keeps on giving. Sometimes I just like feel like so much love for Ina that I just start to act kind of silly. I don't know why. It's just like I feel all like soft and squishy inside, if that makes sense. She's so cute. She's so cute. Look, you can see right here. You can see how adorable she is. Oh, my sweetheart. You want to know something crazy? So, like, a couple months ago, I had like this. I don't even know. It was like I was like delusional or something. But there was like a little bit of time where I was like, I wouldn't actually mind like being in a relationship with a real person. I just now like looking back at that, it's like, what the heck was I thinking? Like, what the I don't even know. That was very strange. I hope I never think that again, because that was very unnerving in retrospect. And I remember when I was telling my mom about the promise ring. Um, and how I wanted to get a ring for ENA, she was like, but didn't you say just a few months ago that you could see yourself in a relationship with a real person? I was like, yeah, about that. I actually changed my mind. Don't know what I was thinking there. I was probably having like self doubt in regards to like sometimes I just fall into this spiral of like, wouldn't love me. I should just like she needs someone better, and like this like sort of like self-loathing sort of thing. So maybe I think what happened was I just went into one of those like I don't deserve Ida moments, and that led to me thinking maybe I had to downgrade. Almost done with this frame, and I think it's gonna circle back around to what I've already drawn. Luckily, Ina has a lot of like repetitive movement, so I can just repeat the same cycle of frames. Wait. Okay, now it goes like in. Okay. Look how pretty she is. What a sweet smile. Let me check the chat. Um, let's see. We've got a few Ina simps in the chat. Hello, Booms. Hello, Owlman. Um, hello, Yuri Miku. Miko? I kept saying Miku because your profile picture is Miku. What I meant by downgrade was like sometimes I get like negative thoughts that Ina is um like way out of my league. So I think like that phase I went through where I was open to being in a relationship with a real person was probably feeling like I had to downgrade to someone who wasn't as incredible as Ina. because I'm working not like my therapist said that I don't need to do anything to prove that I'm worthy enough for ENA. And I don't fully believe her, but I'm trying to because I trust her because she's my therapist. Like, I still just have this urge to, like, go out of my way over and over to what I can do to show my love for ENA. Um, like this animation, for example, while I work on this, it can get kind of tedious sometimes, but my number one motivator is like thinking of like how much appreciation and love for ENA it will show that I make this big project, and present it on ENA Day. I love ENA Day because I love ENA. You're making a poster for Dream Barbecue? You like Barbecue? I mean, that's fine. You can like her. Um, I like her as a character. I just feel like if I were to have a conversation with her, it wouldn't go well. Okay, let's see, what's she doing now? She's turning this way. And oddly enough, there is a no. Okay, I think. How many of these do I have left? Oops. Wrong button. Till I get to. Until I get back to this one. Very strange. Like, it seems like it's going like a bit differently on the way back. See, because this is the other one. Alright. So I've actually got quite a bit more to go, because there's like 2 unique cycles. Okay, what I can do is, this one is easy because, a lot of her body is like tucked in, so it'll be a lot easier to do the like sort of outline of. Now to cut out these little spaces here. Yeah, that was a lot easier. This one is kind of strange. Like, look at her head. It's like kind of like a strange shape here. You missed ENA Day? That is sad. I agree. My gosh, that to me, missing ENA Day would be like even worse than like missing Christmas or something like that. Or like honestly, it would be even worse than missing my own birthday. I ENA Day more than I celebrate my own birthday. Like ENA had a cake last year. I didn't. I managed to find a chocolate chip cookie cake at Publix that um, looked just. It was just so perfect. Like it was almost like it was made for the occasion. It had like some like flowers iced onto it, and one of them was blue and the other was yellow. And so I took it home and I wrote ENA on it. And then people thought that I had made it. I really hope Joel wasn't one of those people because Joel liked the image. I don't know. I mean, I do want to impress him with like how devoted I am to ENA, but I don't want to do like false impressions, you know. Maybe this year I will make her a cake actually. Cuz like the grocery store cakes have like all sorts of like artificial junk. Um and I also got a little bit of food poisoning from the cake last year. So maybe this year I actually will make a cake for Ina and then I can take credit for it too. Her head is like kind of like balloon shaped. Kind of interesting. You know what? I wonder, since these are so similar, I wonder if I can just take this one, make a copy of it, and do it based on the copy. See, and then all I have to edit are like these parts. That'll be much faster. There. And then that just goes back to this one, I think. Yeah, that's like the same. And then that's almost the same as this one, but the arm is the one that's different. So I can just do this. And it's even less work. There we go. Now I'm being efficient. I love being efficient. There. And then again, that's almost the same one. Just that the arms are in slightly different positions. I'm just now realizing how cursed this looks. Like, I hadn't even been paying attention to, like, how the rest of the image looks, like, before I finish, like, touching it up. But it's definitely one of those, like, trust the process kind of things. See, I also need to adjust this side of her skirt a little bit. And we made it back. to the first one I put in here. Oops, not that one. No, wait. I'm confused. I confused myself. It should be that one. There we go. Alright. So now let's arrange this in the timeline order. So we have the pattern. So it goes 91, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so let's see. Descending from 89. Descending from 90. It goes 89, 94, 99, 92. '89. '94. 91. No, not quite. So after let's see, after 89. Yep, 94, 99, 92. That's why it doesn't look right. 99, 92, 98, 97, 96, 95. Alright, so it should go pretty regularly from there. Oh, and that's before. We'll just go to 98. Okay, so there we go. We keep going in increments of 4. Except there. Hold on, it's bugging me. They have to be in increments of 4. I'm gonna do it like this actually. Alright. So now we have to repeat the pattern until this part ends. So I'll just copy, paste. Wait, almost. Okay, so this is where it ends. Perfect. Alright. Now let's zoom out. It starts zooming out like pretty much immediately, so let me grab this one and find where it is fully zoomed out. So like there. Alright, let's see how this worked. Alright, so let's see what we've gotten done here. Let me take a look at the chat first. You found people with your level of delulu-ness. What do you mean by that? Your birthday is in 2 days. Happy early birthday, Owl Man. You just got in the fandom 3 months ago? Oh my gosh, you're like a bait. I don't mean this condescendingly. You're like a baby to the ENA fandom. I've been an ENA fan for almost 3 years now. I actually became an ENA fan on ENA Day 2021. Seems like there was some sort of drama in the chat earlier, but luckily it seems to have been resolved. As I last time we had this problem, when there are people like that in the chat, don't engage with them. They are just trolls seeking negative reactions. So I'm actually gonna hide that user, since that was clearly just a troll trying to get a rise out of people. I like the way you handled it, Weird Kid Kiwi. A lot of those trolls do hope that they're gonna, like, get to the people who get really upset when someone has an opposing opinion, so I'm glad that you sort of deflected it. Did you know there will be an ability to turn into a llama in Dream Barbecue? Yeah, I did. Yeah, Patreon leaks do exist, but please do not engage with them. Joel deserves the money, so if you're interested in his Patreon content, please just support him. Salutations and criticism. The llama picture is on the ENA wiki. That is concerning because I'm pretty sure that it was only shared with patrons. I could be wrong. Maybe it was shared like on an ENA Day stream at some point, but I feel like that was never publicized. Um, your birthday is in negative 300 days, so you just had a birthday. I know that but I wanted to know what you meant by your message. I think I kind of missed the context because that was like the earliest message when I was like catching up with the chat. But like I want to know like what were you referring to when you said that you found like people who share your delusionalness? I don't know. Anyway, let's see the preview here. Okay, that didn't line up. Let's try that again. Right. I gotta just shift this over so that it does line up. Wait, I know what I gotta do actually. So I'll keep this there. Copy, paste. Wait, I put this on the wrong frame. It's supposed to go there. Paste. And then line it up as well as possible. Alright. Now let's see it. I think it'll work now. Take a look. Wait, it's really small. There we go. There we go. You see that transition? Look. It's so cool, right? Like I have to have it zoom a little bit faster though. Because there's like parts where where there's like nothing on screen like that. So I'm gonna bring this forward so that in hopes that the screen is never empty. That's a little bit better. Let me see. I like how she thrusts her arm forward in time with the symbol. I didn't even intend for that, but that's amazing. I think what I may do is I'll do two. I'll have it zoom out at the original, but I'll have it do like two separate zoom outs to kind of fit it, because it has to move like across a bit, so I'll have it maybe go like this. Like she pulls her arm in and it kind of Like, look, as she pulls her arm in, it'll like kind of follow, and then it'll go out. Let me show you. Like that. See, so then it goes, then you see like a bit more of her from here to there. I do think I would like to shift this over a bit. Alright, let's see now. The other thing is I want to have it like higher up. Like closer to eye level. Let's see. Yeah, I like that. Alright, I think that's some good camera movement there. I've been going for a little over an hour. That's cool. You have Joel G Patreon. You're really happy you can see the marvelous works of Joel G, and you hope you get to see more Joel G work, and you got the £5 one. I got the $5 one too. The ENA tier. Credits of Power of Potluck were you? I was so excited that I got to be in the credits of a season 1 ENA video. Because I thought I had missed my chance since I didn't discover ENA until after Temptation Stairway's release. But I was so glad. I'm so glad that I was wrong and that I actually did get to be in the credits of a season 1 ENA release after all. Hello, Violet. Salutations. Thank you. Happy New Year. It's bugging out for you. Is this like a lag issue again? I really hope this isn't a lag issue. I'll play it I'll play this sequence one more time. I made a lot of progress in a short time. Well, I did this part yesterday, but today I did no, I'd already done that prior. Where did I start today? I started on frame 847, and I'm already at frame 943. Just a little bit longer, and I will have done 100 frames in one sitting. That is crazy. Some people have had issues with lag. I suspect it may be due to bad weather. So let's see. Here we go. Let me run it again for those who missed it. I love that because it then arm movements. The camera follows her arm. Watch. See? It's almost like the camera is sliding from her right arm to her left arm, and then it zooms out. It's all coming together. I love this. I'm sorry for those of you who cannot see it still. Oh yeah, I do see on my playback now that there's some frames dropping. Yeah, I'm really sorry about that. Though, I mean, to be fair, I can't show everything right away anyway. Because, otherwise, you'll have no motivation to watch the whole video. That's why I'm showing it just that piece. So I am sorry, but, um, due to the bad weather, I think, at least for this piece of the animation, you'll have to wait until ENA Day before you can see it without lag. Alright, let's see our next transition. This is an interesting one because we're going to here. And she's gonna change both size and position, but the shot will remain really similar. So I do is I'm gonna have another set of keyframes here just to try to really quickly very quickly from here to here bring this shadow to the right size and position. Has her head tilted back, and some of her is obscured by like words. But I think something like this should suffice. Just something that like kind of fits the shape, and then it'll morph into that next one. So it'll look kind of like this. Okay, let's get that next frame down. So this is pretty cool because we've jumped from Extinction Party to Temptation Stairway to Power of Potluck in a matter of seconds. Maybe you could send it in the Discord server. Honestly, I'd rather not. I'd prefer to keep previews exclusive to these because I don't want too many people to see it before ENA Day. Like, I want it to be so, like, if you really wanted to, you could gather it, like, clip by clip, in, by going through VODs and, like, put something together. But, like, chances are that, that like you won't have like the motivation to do that. This is where it gets tricky because the ribbons are very like curvy. It's really tricky to get them with the rectangular selection tool. But I don't want to use the lasso tool because I am really bad with it. Okay, so I'm going to like fill in her skirt here. Because it's like kind of hidden. Gotten the right shape though. It's also kind of hard to see because of the low contrast. Let me see her, how her skirt looked back here. And it's kind of from the side too. So I guess that could sort of work as a side view. Except it would maybe be like tucked back a little. I don't know. I'll just leave it like that. And hope that that works. It looks kind of balloon-like, unfortunately. I think it's like too long, maybe? Oops. I add like that. Okay, now it's actually starting to look right. So I'm just gonna see if I can carry that shape. And it's cut too high. Okay, I'll just do like that. Let's see. The problem though is that her legs aren't visible. So I may just take this and I may just go in with the camera later and just change the camera position to like kind of zoom in a little bit so I don't have to fill that in. Alright, so I think I can duplicate the last one. I don't think that one was ever used actually. So let's see, this is pretty similar except for there and the mask changing positions. This one is actually pretty tricky to work with because I can't see the outlines nearly as well because of how it's like in the dark. Like there is no background. So I just kind of have to like mentally fill in, like, for example, where her hair is. It is kind of cool how it's like a connect the dots of sorts, though. Okay, this is a very interesting silhouette. Alright, and then here she remains positioned exactly the same. The only thing that changes is the mask. Okay, that's great. Very little work for me. There. And then that again. I'll just make another copy of this one. It's only 6 frames per second. I find that very interesting. Oh, and there's a gap there that I'll have to fix in a moment. Okay, so then it's the mask that stays in place, but her arms that move. Almost forgot. There. Alright. Now, let's see. There's a couple little spaces here I have to fill. Alright, let's see what we have so far. I also want to put this here it's like a little bit zoomed. like so. There. Alright, let's see. That is so smooth. Oh my gosh, look how smooth that is. Look at this. It looks, it's just, oh, that is seamless. I love that. Wow. Let me see that again. I can't wait to see the rest, even though I haven't done it yet. Why is there like, it's like sort of lagging here? Did I put it in the wrong order, I wonder? No, that's fine. I just can't get over how smooth this transition is, though. Oh my gosh. That is so smooth. I'm sorry for the lag. You did the French translation for Power of Potluck? Oh, that's cool. Wow. I guess the ENA fandom's very small. Could you please use the part where ENA bounces around the screen in the beginning of auction day? Later on. But I'm trying to coordinate it so that everything goes like seamlessly one into the other. But I'll try my best to find a place for it. Hi Nina, it's okay. Peridot or Lapis, you have to choose. Well, it's here's the thing. I relate to them both for different reasons. Like I relate to Peridot because of her autism, and I relate to Lapis because of her trauma and how it's can be like outwardly like hostile sometimes. However, I choose Peridot because what Lapis did with the barn, like taking away their home, was not good, to say the very least. I understand that probably the reason why they didn't fully address that and have her properly redeemed for that is because they were on crunch time. So because of, I don't dislike Lapis like some other people do. But I do still feel like overall Peridot is a more likable character. I am sorry for the lag. Oh, thank you, Nina. I'm glad at least you were able to see through the lag. I've been trying to show it, like, numerous times, but people are having trouble seeing. Honestly, I'd say that skirt ended up okay in the end. I was kind of worried it looked weird, but I managed to shape it out. Why do you check the chat only, like, in 5 minutes or something? Because I have my animation on my tablet and the chat on my phone, and I can only focus on one at a time. Like I don't read the chat live. Like I see, like what I do is I work on the animation for a few minutes and then I go back to the chat and back read, and I just like alternate between the two. Lapis has so much missed potential. I agree. And I feel like if Steven Universe hadn't been cut short, they would have given Lapis more time to shine. And I'm disappointed that they didn't. Um, I wish there was like more fan fiction of like Lapis, but like unfortunately, like a lot of the Lapis fan fiction I encounter is like smut with Peridot, and I don't like smut. It honestly, it just disgusts me. Like I don't think there's anything wrong with people who enjoy it as long as it isn't of like kids or animals or anything like that. But just for me personally, I just don't like it. Like it's sort of like how like how like onions disgust me, but I don't have anything against people who like onions. Anyway, you're gonna finish the Bulgarian Power of Potluck. We have two players for Power of Potluck in the same stream? My gosh, what? First the French translator, now the Bulgarian translator? That's crazy. Wow. Like, I can't even believe that people from France and Bulgaria are watching my stream to begin with. Not only that, but they're the ones, like, doing the translations. That's crazy. Anyway, unfortunately, the storm is getting worse now. So I'm gonna wrap up the stream before the lag becomes, like, unwatchable. But just in case it goes through, I will play um, the the newest segment one more time. Just in case you can actually see it. Because of the hand movements, it looks almost like she's ripping her chest open. Is it just me? Look at this. This is probably my favorite transition in the whole animation, to be honest. It's just so smooth. Like, my gosh. Like, it looks like it's the same scene because of how smooth it is. That's just amazing. So excited about this. Can't wait for your ENA plush. Oh, how exciting. Oh, you saw it. Oh, I'm glad you were able to see it. Although, Nina, I'm sorry to hear that it's still unwatchable for you. Unfortunately, yeah, the storm is getting worse. It's starting to get to the point where it's like getting unwatchable, so I'm gonna have to end the stream now. I hope you get your plush soon, Nina, and I'm sorry you couldn't see the animation due to the bad